I will enter the Saint Caterina of Siena Church. Voy a entrar a la iglesia Santa Caterina de Siena, pero primero el contexto. Context. That way is York Avenue, Avenida York. This way is first, which is to the west. The other way is to the east. So to the west is first, then second, third, fourth. It reminds me Córdoba, Argentina, or La Plata, Buenos Aires. Everything mathematically. By the way, the cardinal that is in charge where was Benedict XVI comes from that places. More mathematical, more wisdom to know the truth. The prefecto para la doctrina de la fe. Ah, here is a Dominican. This in front is like a hospital, memorial hospital, and this church is related with this. We are in the upper side. Upper, by the way, upper doesn't mean north, but they use so much maps, and it's similar to Dominicans because Dominicans are also intellectuals. Because if you turn the map the other side, it will be not upper, but whatever. Yeah, a teacher told me this when I was young, and I never forget it. Because I was saying, arriba, up. No up, north. Because if you turn the map, well, whatever. So, that is what. We are in the east of New York. This is where the sun is coming, because now it's before midday, before noon, a.m. 11 a.m. So the sun is still a little to the east and a bit to the east and a bit to the south, because we are in the north hemisphere. Especially because now is not June, it is even more south. So the sun now is southeast. You can use this reasoning always, talking about mathematics. So that is the East River. You see, they have so much imagination. In the east, at the east of New York, Manhattan, which river is? The East River. Amazing, the imagination they have. Similar to Córdoba. In Córdoba you have first river, second river, third river, fourth river. The city is called Rio Cuarto, fourth river. Whatever. There are places where people want to be smart or wise, want to know, not only to do. This is the style of Benedict XVI. It's the style of Tucho Fernandez, but he's Argentinian, so people don't understand his style because he's not in the way of Benedict XVI. It is more theoretical, wise wisdom. This is Anglo-Saxon. We are now in an Anglo-Saxon city. It was New Amsterdam and now it's New York. No, or both are Anglo-Saxon or Germanic language, Germanic culture, related with Latin, of course. So, and because of that also Greek, but more by France. So, but Argentina is more, it's different. It's a little bit like hard. Like I know this, but I cannot explain it. This is more the Pope Francis style, or the why Argentinians won the cup 4 years ago, and now second, but now Spain, which is the original, the fatherland, no, the madre patria. Okay, so let's go inside. Now the context is done. Near here, that way is the park, the Central Park, to the right. And to the left, Times Square, and more to the left, Empire State and downtown Manhattan. This is downtown New York, even more, New York City. That way will be, after the East River, is the Queens, will be Queens and Brooklyn a little bit to the south. State Island after the Statue of Liberty. That is in the Hudson River. Hudson River goes that way. It will be like West River, but they didn't call it West. They call it Hudson River. And after the Hudson River is New Jersey. And to the north is Bronx. So here, this is the church, Saint Caterina of Siena, which is these are the friars' information, like brother nobody. You can see what I know, even Nietzsche said, faith makes you happy. If you want to be happy and joy, believe. You see? But they are also smart because, especially these Dominicans, not Franciscans. Franciscans is more about love, which is wisdom, but not mathematical understanding. It's like trusting in who knows. But you see, they value knowledge, wisdom, and they are all, it's both. In that case, Nietzsche was mistaken. But in the other, he was right. Half. This is the problem. Heresy means when you are half right. The problem is that you are half wrong. And this is very bad because lies are half true always. It's very nice, the church. Place to find peace, happiness, joy, wisdom. Yeah, Friedrich was mistaken there. The wisdom of the cross. The wisdom of being humble makes us wisdom, wise. Yeah, I will say it. Why Argentina lost the final? Because he was not so humble as 4 years ago. Same happened to France 4 years ago. But it's not easy to get to the final. For example, Egypt had not so good players, but they were believing not in God exactly, it's similar. They were very believers in Allah, which, okay, I'm not trying to make syncretism. We can find truth, like Thomas Aquinas did with Aristotle. So it's not all wrong what others say. That's why people